Hi, welcome to week 6 of advanced teacher training. And this week we're working on closed twists. The 3 poses that we're going to do are revolving chair, Parivrita Utkatasana, revolving triangle, Parivrita Trikonasana, and revolving half moon, Parivrita Ardhachandrasana. Advanced work in revolving chair, Parivrita Utkatasana. So you're going to bring your feet together. Stand tall, Tadasana. Arms go up, bend the knees, sitting down into your imaginary chair. You want to get a lot of length in your side bodies. Shift a little bit of weight to your heels so you can lengthen your toes. Send your inner knees further forward, pull in your low belly, and re-lift through the side bodies and through the chest. Then we're going to bring our hands to heart center, maintaining all that length in our side bodies. And I'm going to sit a little bit lower and deeper. So start to move the seat back, knees forward, belly in, coming lower and lower. And what you may notice is that my ribs are starting to touch my thighs. And we don't want any space in between the side body and the thighs once we rotate. I'm going to take my left hand and hold my thigh while I bring my right elbow all the way out to the side. Then hands go to prayer. Now I'm going to rotate down the center line, turning the waist, chest, shoulders, neck. Unwind. You should snap out. When you unwind, it means you had a really good twist. I'm going to show you this from the front while I do the other side, so you can see the rotation down the center line. One of the things I have to emphasize is that most people, when they do this pose, they do not get their upper body in contact with their lower body. And you absolutely need to have your upper body touching your thighs. So from the front, sitting down in the chair, hands come to heart center. And then I'm going to sit down and back. Knees are still going forward. Seats going back. Low belly's pulling in. Coming lower and lower. From here, right hand under the thigh. Holding that there. You want your knees to stay side by side. It's challenging. And then this left elbow on exhale comes to the outside of that right thigh. Hands come into prayer. Torso touching onto thighs. Suck the belly in, lift the chest, turn, twist. Right down the center, and release. Advanced work in revolving triangle, Parivrita Trikonasana. So you can still have blocks handy when you're more advanced. One of the things about being more advanced is knowing if you need a little bit of extra support or height, or if you want to take something deeper, a lot of the times you can use a prop to help you get there. So I'm going to show you kind of a combination of using the prop to help you and also using the prop to take it even deeper as we go into this pose. Now I'm going to step out wide, and typically in a triangle pose or a revolving triangle pose, the stance is like 3.5, maybe 4 feet wide. But as you advance, you want to actually go wider, because then you have to stretch that much further to get into the pose. However, something cool also happens in that as you're wider, you're closer to the floor, and so you have more support with gravity. You don't feel as out of balance. And it is also strength building, because as you lift and turn the chest, you're turning and lifting away from gravity. So there's just a million different little things about more advanced poses that take you to a place that you just don't get to when you're in level 1. And so even when you're teaching your students, if they can't quite get here, at least you know this is where it can go. And so I'm about 4.5 feet apart, more similar to what I would do for like Prasarita. And then I'm going to turn my left foot in and my right foot so that it faces the short end of my mat. I'm going to come on to the ball of my back foot, bring my hip around, and then stretch that heel back down. So that stance just got even longer. Now I'm going to take my arms above my head and come forward. I'm going to grab hold of my blocks and use them to help me get even deeper. So I'm going to lift up that back heel again, bring the heel back down. You can see I'm getting lower and lower. Strength here is vital. And then from here, I'm going to lift and extend my chest, compact my outer hips, and take my left hand to the outside of my right foot. I want you to notice that my shoulder now is not in line with my wrist. I need to move this block back. It's not in line with the ankle anymore. It's on the outside of the calf. And then squeeze, lift, turn, twist. Reaching up, looking up if you can, and slowly unwind. Revolving half moon from revolving triangle. So I'm going to bring my right foot forward, my left foot back, and this stance for this one is going to be a little bit shorter than we did when we just did the revolving triangle by itself, because it's advanced to go into this pose from revolving triangle in the first place. Hands go onto the hips. I'm going to extend out and over, compacting out of hips, engaging thighs, lengthening spine. I'm going to take my left hand to the outside of my right foot, and I'm going to revolve my triangle. Then I'm going to bend into my right knee, put my top hand on my hip, move my left hand in front of my standing foot 10 to 12 inches, and then I'm going to lift up that back leg. Engage both legs, suck in your belly, relift your chest, turn, waist, chest, shoulders, and then if you can, bring your neck around.